Bam, yo, yo, yo. Welcome into the top of the bleachers. We are live on October the 8th, 2024. Today, we're going to get into some college football, make a little SEC picks, talk about some of the other games. Before we do, be sure and hit that like and subscribe button for us. You can find us on YouTube at the top of the bleachers and on X, the Bleachers Pod. And Tuck, happy Tuesday. How's it going, man?
Woo pig. Woo pig, man. I'm still happy.
So,
Still
so got
still
that
got
smile on.
still got this smile on my face. I'm happy as I can be, man.
Okay.
I even had to do extra work at work today and I just grinned and did it, man. I just good mood.
Wow. Dang.
We
Shout
also
out optimism.
we also had a potluck at work today,
Huh?
which I totally forgot about, so I did not contribute any. But I did partake. There was some
Wow.
There's some chicken and some beans, and somebody made these little bitty Dixie cups of banana pudding, and I'm a
Oh,
sucker. I'm a sucker for banana pudding. So
oh my gosh. I love banana pudding.
yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good. Next time I need to remember so I can contribute.
Well, I had a pretty good day, but you know who didn't have a good day?
Who
That'd be the Jets head coach.
is it? I saw a little thing. Did he really get fired?
They fired him today, man. They fired Robert Saleh.
Hmm.
Uh, I forget what the guy's name is. They upgraded some guy to the interim coach for the rest of the year, they said. But yeah, they said they didn't like the way it's going. They got too much talent, and they should
Un-
not be
un-
a sub 500 team, I guess.
Underperforming, huh? Kind of early in the season to be firing your head coach already, isn't it?
I would think so too. And if I'm Aaron Rodgers, right, didn't you go there because they were going to win now? And you just fire the coach?
Well, him and the coach
They kind of,
they didn't really see eye to eye from preseason on, man.
well, it seems like,
Preseason, Aaron was complaining because they wouldn't play him any in the preseason, and then they got into the season, and I know they had a couple of skirmishes between each other and everything. So uh, the Jets have pretty much rolled over and spread their legs for Aaron Rodgers. So I imagine Aaron Rodgers is the one that wanted him gone, if I had to guess. I
mm,
mean,
I didn't figure that because you figure you lose the coach, that sets you back. I mean, he don't have another year or two.
make
Yeah.
a no, he'll be lucky he makes it through this year. But
So
maybe they were trying to save some money so they could get Devontae Adams to come to them.
let's fire the coach and then get Devontae. Yeah, that sounds like a
That's,
feasible plan.
that sounds like a total Jets move. We're talking about the Jets here, man.
Oh my gosh,
Sanchez, Darnold, Wilson. How many quarterbacks have they been through?
bunch.
Rex Ryan. You can name their head coaches have been the same way, one right after another.
Ever
I don't.
since Parcells left,
Yeah, Parcells is.
I think he
Yeah,
got him to an AFC Championship game. I think
I think Rex got them pretty into the playoffs one year, but I don't. You know,
they didn't do nothing. No,
they have. They have championship expectations, and I think the last one they won was back when old Joe Namath was around. So,
yep,
I mean,
yep.
I don't know, man. I think it's kind of a bold move. Get rid of your head coach,
I did
but I
too.
mean, was he the play caller or the defensive coordinator? Probably not.
Mm,
So
I don't know.
he's probably just a placeholder anyway. So I mean, if you didn't lose your OC and you didn't lose your defensive coordinator, maybe it's not that big of a deal. I have no idea.
Let's see.
It's not like Andy Reid. Like you lose Andy Reid, you also lose your offensive coordinator. You lose Mike McCarthy, you lose your offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I can see where they make a change, and the guy that takes over, they'll play for that guy. They play harder for that guy. But not always. It seems like it's not good. Just things don't go good.
Well, things
I mean, that's
again,
the reason the fire. There's a reason the coach got fired to begin with. So, um,
well, I
so
mean,
But and not looking up for the Jets either, or May. I don't know if they play New England again. Did you see Drake May going to get the start this week for the
Oh,
Patriots?
oh, really? Oh, that might be interesting.
Putting the rookie in, yeah. So that could
They
be good
felt
or bad for the Jets.
Did they just feel like that last ball game, Jacoby didn't do a good enough job or something?
I guess not. I mean, I think they lost, right? So, and I had them pick to win, and they lost. Uh, I think. Let me make sure of that.
Well, I hope the
I
kid.
forget.
I hope they've got him set up for success. I hope that it's not going to end up
Yeah, they
being
lost to
another.
the freaking Dolphins, bro.
Yeah, Dolphins.
Like, how do you lose to them? Right now. I mean, that's come on. Yeah. So Drake May gonna get the start. Let's see what else we got going on. I saw in your bookmarks you added the Maui Invitational.
Yeah. Did you see
Uh,
VCU is in it? They're also
yeah.
in the Atlantis one, so they're going to play in the Atlantis one and the Maui Invitation. VCU, man,
Wow.
they're
Wow.
they're going
That's
to do
pretty
some
busy.
traveling and some game playing right there.
Yeah, there's some good names in this one. Arizona, Maryland, Notre Dame, Providence, Ole Miss, BYU, I think.
I think we went last year. Was it last year or 2 years ago? We went to the Maui
Yeah,
Invitation.
Musselman liked going to the preseason tournaments and stuff like that. Cal doesn't like doing that for some reason. He likes playing those neutral site games. I don't know. Each coach is different. Um, and then I saw something that I wanted to talk to you about too. Was I saw this graphic? Let me pop this up on the screen for you.
Okay.
The most hated teams by state. So let's look at this for a minute for just a second, because this is
uh,
interesting. I saw a couple things
uh,
that were interesting here.
sure, sure.
So, what do you think about the Eagles of the great? I mean, in Texas, that's who you hate the most. I mean, I guess there's a lot of Dallas fans.
I guess.
Uh,
I guess. Who put this together?
I don't know. I don't know. Just I saw it on the Twitterverse. Saw it on the
Okay,
Twitterverse. You know.
because I don't think it's very accurate.
You
Maybe
don't
the
think this is accurate?
no, no, I don't. I don't think this is accurate at all.
Why not? Which one? Which
Well,
one? It kind of
L-
makes sense.
no, some of them make total sense. Total
Yeah.
sense. I think it's funny that the whole state of Tennessee hates the University of Tennessee. I think that might be
Tennessee?
yeah.
No, that's Kentucky.
Oh, that's Kentucky.
Yeah,
That's right.
Kentucky hates Tennessee.
I
Tennessee
feel
hates
like
Alabama.
yeah. I'm not sure LSU. I don't know, man. LSU,
Is that our biggest hate one? You think?
is that our biggest hate one? I'm not a
Mm.
big fan of Texas.
Yeah, there's a
Uh,
lot of old school guys that would say Texas. I think the newer school guys say LSU.
I think that would be a toss up. I don't like either one of those schools. So uh, the
That's
Raiders are hated in Kansas and Colorado. Why?
Chiefs,
Oh, okay. All right.
Chiefs fans.
I guess, but Chiefs haven't really. I mean, it's not like LA has like. It's
Yeah,
been years since that's actually been a rivalry. I mean, Kansas City pretty much whoops them every year now.
Chiefs and Raiders. Yeah, it's been pretty lopsided since Mahomes showed up for sure.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, I thought this was interesting, and like Louisiana and Georgia. You got the Falcons and the Saints. They hate each other.
See, and like
Uh,
you've got all these eastern states that hate the Cowboys, and I think that hate spreads a little bit further. I think that hate is like the Yankees, and like the only people that hate the Yankees are up there in the Northeast, but that's bull crap. There are tons of Yankee haters all over the U.S.
That's true. That's true. They're all over, but I mean, like the main one for each state. I was kind of
I
surprised
think,
about the Eagles. Like I thought. I mean,
yeah,
I guess that makes sense because
I guess, man. I don't know. They're not the ones that have put us out the last couple of years. I hate Green Bay more than I hate the Eagles right now. And freaking, I think the most accurate one is probably the Cubs. Like everybody in Missouri hates the Cubs, man.
yeah,
Everybody hates the Cubs.
Yeah. Same with Wisconsin and Illinois,
Yeah.
Chicago and Green Bay. That makes sense. And then Ohio State and Michigan. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
except I think the Ohio State spreads out a little further than just that part of Michigan. I mean, I think Ohio State's pretty much hated countrywide.
I think so
And
too.
why does Hawaii hate San Francisco?
That's Alaska. I don't know.
Oh, Alaska. Alaska
Uh,
hates San Francisco.
Apparently, Hawaii hates Gonzaga. Tell me that one. I don't know what that's about either.
Is that Gonzaga or is that
Yeah, yeah, it's Gonzaga, little bulldog.
okay, I thought maybe that was Georgetown. It's kind of hard to see down there.
Hmm.
I don't
Could be
know, man.
Georgia.
I
Hmm.
don't know. I don't get some of these, but I don't live in those states. So
Yeah. Anyway, interesting. I just thought we'd take a look at that right quick, see what you thought.
that's
Because
kind of funny though. That's kind of
as
funny.
what is like, I know that we go through different times where we don't like certain teams. You know what I mean? Like
Sure,
like
sure.
the Patriot dynasty, right?
Hey,
Hated the Patriots. Didn't want to see them win anymore. Like there's certain time periods where there's teams.
oh yeah. Patriots were hated. Alabama's hated because they win. Yankees are hated because they win.
Yeah.
Uh, freaking anytime you have like the Chiefs, there are more and more Chiefs haters now because the Chiefs win, man.
Listen,
Everybody likes to see a different winner,
I live
except
right
for
here and I'm sick of them.
except for you know, except for when it's your team. Like if
Oh yeah,
if if Arkansas started a dynasty and we won, 3 or 4 in a row, bring the hate, son. Bring it.
yeah, I
Bring the
know,
hate.
I know.
It's
Well,
actually it's actually in sports, it's kind of a compliment that you hate a team because you're kind of that's your rival. That's your nobody else gives you a competition like they give you a competition.
yeah,
It sucks when a rivalry is one way. I played for the Mountain Home Bombers. We got beat every year by Harrison, and we got up for it. We had a bonfire, man. This is the year we're going to beat Harrison. Harrison didn't look at us as a rival. We
you don't think
didn't.
so?
No, they beat us every year. Why would they look at us as a rival?
They didn't beat us every year. They beat us 1 year.
They beat a dude. I looked
Our
at the stats
class,
the other day.
our class.
Our class got beat one time, bomb. But
Yeah,
we got beat just
them
like the
turkeys.
77 other teams before us.
I hate them gobs.
So yeah, rivalries are fun in sports, but it's also a compliment. Like if you hate the Yankees because they win all the time, you hate the
Yeah,
Patriots because they win all the time, you hate Bama because they win all the time, and that's why it's so fun when things get shaken up a little bit, like Bama getting beat by Vandy or Saban retiring, or Tom Brady retiring and going to Tampa Bay.
yeah,
When you shake things up, it just I don't know, it's more fun. It's more fun. I remember when the Cowboys went to their Super Bowls. Oh my gosh, the hate was so much. Everybody hated the Cowboys.
yeah, yeah. And
The
you didn't want it
Bull,
to end at the time, but
the Bulls with their 6 championships.
yep, yep, same thing.
So
That might be one that a lot of people didn't hate. You know what I mean? Because it seemed like the whole country was a Chicago Bull fan.
and no, you had haters. You had those LA
Well,
fans, and you
except for New
had
York, maybe New York. Yeah,
yeah, you had those teams that
it seemed
like
like most of the country though.
yeah, probably the most hatred wise, actual like visceral hatred was probably the 2 or 3 years that Detroit kept putting Mike out of the playoffs. Man, I hated those guys. Man, I hated them with a passion.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I disliked him so much that when Dennis Rodman came to the Chicago Bulls, I had it made up in my mind I wasn't gonna like him. I just wasn't gonna like this guy.
That's funny. That's funny. Anyway, let's move on here. So football, man, we got college football this weekend. Of course, our Hogs are on bye, so we get a free win this week. Woohoo! Woo pig.
Yeah, I'll take the over.
Yeah. But we do have some pretty good games, and then I was gonna mention the ones that looked pretty good, and then we'll go through the SEC ones and make our picks while we talk about those.
Okay, man.
One of the ones I saw was number 16 Utah at Arizona State. Your Arizona State team that you like. There's both these guys are 4-1.
Mm.
I saw
They got to go to Arizona.
Arizona State. Yeah,
Mm.
that's
Mm.
Utah has to go to Arizona State. Yep, yep. So big Big 12 matchup.
And
This
they're the
has
only
BYU,
BYU's the only undefeated, right?
Iowa State.
In the Big 12, Iowa State's in the Big 12. Okay. All right.
Yep, yep, yep.
Okay.
I think that's the only two, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, Utah has one loss. Arizona State has one loss.
Well, I'm gonna give the Utes one right here. I think Arizona State's. I think the Sun Devils going to step up and beat them.
You think that Arizona State's going to win? Do you?
I think Arizona State's going to step up and beat
Well,
them.
you've been high on them all year long, so I don't suspect you would jump off now. So that's going to be
I'm loyal to the end, man. Loyal to the end.
that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. Interested to see how that one turns out. Then we've
Are
got
the Utes still playing with their backup quarterback?
I have no idea. I didn't see
Okay.
this week.
Okay.
Don't know. Um, then we got number 4 Penn State at USC. I know USC got a couple losses, and this game could have been a lot bigger.
Yeah, if USC could have held on and beat Miami, and that's what worries me about USC is you're up.
Who they play?
They played Miami. No, that was Cal, wasn't it?
Yeah, let me see.
Who did USC play?
Oh man,
I'm getting my California teams mixed up.
let me see here. USC. Take a minute. I think so many things pop around here. Big 10. SE. No, USC. Minnesota. Dadgum. I couldn't remember that. Minnesota beat them.
They got beat by Minnesota.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I'm probably.
Yeah. This
Probably
could have been
not.
such a much more big game if they just won that game.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to take USC in this one.
Me neither. Probably not. Penn State, they're number 4, man. They really moved them up this week. I want to say they were outside top 10, but they may have been 8 or 9, something like that, maybe.
I think I put them in my top 4.
I got them. Yeah, they're in my top 12. Let's see who else we got. Number 18, Kansas State at Colorado. I hope they beat them like a drum.
I don't know what to think of Colorado, man. They got a really good wide receiver. They got a good quarterback. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of their coach, even though he was a Cowboy at one time. I'm not a fan of their coach. I'm not a fan of the way they act. It's like everybody on the team is trying to be prime time, and it just, I don't.
Yeah.
It wears on me. Like I'm old school. I believe like you ought to act like you've been there before, instead of dancing around acting like an idiot. But like I said, I'm old school. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of gets on my nerves a little bit too. Like you said, everybody trying to be prime time.
It's like just
Yeah, and then a lot of stuff about Dion I don't like the way he treats him and stuff. But Kansas State, man, if they play like they did against Oklahoma State, man, they looked really good. They looked really good. So
I don't know, man. I don't know. Oklahoma State is a weird ball club. Like, did Kansas State look that good, or does Oklahoma State just didn't play that well?
true.
They didn't. They should have lost to us, but they pulled one out. And I don't know what kind of team they are. Honestly, Uh, I'll probably take
Yeah,
Kansas State in that game just because they're higher ranked. That would be the only reason I would take.
yeah. I just think they're a pretty solid football team. Um,
I haven't really got to see Kansas State play that much this year. I think I got to see one ball game, and they
yeah.
played. It was like a powder puff game, and
Their
har-
quarterback's a dual threat, and he got long, old, flowing blonde hair.
yeah,
Coming out the helmet. Yeah, yeah. Kind of like the
yeah,
guy.
yeah. He looks like somebody from Kansas.
Hold my beer while I play quarterback. I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then probably the biggest game of the week is going to be number 2 Ohio State at number 3 Oregon.
Come on! Never thought I'd say this. Come on, Oregon. Come on, Ducks. I'm gonna root for the Ducks, man. I
Yeah,
any
I
chance
can't.
to see Ohio State get beat, I'm all for it, man.
I know you don't like them. I
I
don't
don't like
know.
them. They're a bunch of
I'm probably
cheaters.
going to root for Oregon in this one. But man, Ohio State is going to be a tough out. But I'm going to root for Oregon. I wonder what
Well,
the
when
line is on that one.
when you pay $100 million for your team, they ought to be a tough out.
True. All right. Well, that was all I saw on the, just out there besides the SEC stuff. Not a lot going on this week. Didn't seem like some good games though. There, that USC game, Penn State, that's gonna be a good one. Ohio State, Oregon's gonna be a good one too, probably. All righty, so let's get into some SEC stuff though. And we'll make our picks here as we go. First game up on the list here: South Carolina at number 7 Alabama.
Boo, man, poor South Carolina.
I know, right? Vengeance on
No,
Alabama.
man, you don't you don't want to be the team to face Alabama after they get beat by somebody. I mean,
Probably not.
statistically, I think you're probably poor South Carolina. This couldn't have come at a worse time.
Probably not. Yeah, I'm taking Alabama in this one too. I think they bounce back, but I don't know, man. South Carolina, they got good defense and they can run the ball. Alabama can't stop the run.
South Carolina, I mean, Alabama showed weakness last week. Vandy beat them, ran the ball down their throat. If South Carolina will commit to it, even if you get stopped a couple times, you got to commit to it.
Yep,
I mean,
they could upset them.
who knows, man? It's going to be tough to do at Alabama. I'm still going to take Alabama in this ball game.
Yeah, me too. I'm picking Alabama, but that's
I'm
the
gonna
upper.
root. I'm gonna root for the Cox, man. I'm gonna root for the Cox to step up. And
Okay, you cockrider. All right,
well,
let's
I said I
see.
was taking Alabama, so I'm not. I'm not riding the Cock. I'm just gonna watch the Cox this week.
Okay, I'm taking Alabama as well. All right, let's see. Number 21 Mizzou. Oh my gosh, at UMass. These guys, man, I swear
I don't know a thing about UMass, but I figure
they
Missouri.
suck. That's all you need to know.
I figure Missouri got embarrassed last week, and they're probably going to come out and put a thumping on UMass. So, I mean,
Yeah, man.
this
Still
is a
scheduling cupcakes in the middle of the season. What the heck?
well, you get so many non-conference. We did it too. We're going to play a La Tech second to last ball game of the year. I mean, it's almost like
It's Mizzou though.
you know.
Yeah, I'm taking Mizzou.
Yeah, I got to take Mizzou in that one.
Yeah, poor to UMass.
What is UMass?
UMass, they're the Minutemen or something like that, aren't they?
I think that's right. I think that's right.
Yeah,
What
I
a
think so.
what a terrible, terrible mascot.
Well, they towed a gun. I mean, they're dangerous
I
anyway.
don't think you're. I bet you their mascot doesn't have a gun. What do you want to bet?
I thought he did. Then he had the musket.
Well, I mean the logo might have it, but I don't know
I
if the
don't know.
mascot's carrying around a gun. I mean,
Oh,
they're throwing flags for you pointing the finger guns at somebody. Okay, I doubt I doubt they got a mascot running around with a gun.
probably not. Probably not.
Here, little side story. I grew up in this little bitty town called Ozark, Arkansas, from kindergarten to sixth grade. And
Mhm.
when I was in like fourth grade, they decided that they wanted a mascot for the football team. So the shop guys built this little Model T race or go kart, and
Wait a minute.
they dressed me up. Yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't have a mascot?
Well, they had a mascot. They were the hillbillies, but they wanted like a mascot on the field.
Oh, like a what? Like a physical one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they dressed me
Okay.
up in overalls and gave me a beard and a corncob pipe. And
Oh,
every time that we'd score a touchdown, I'd jump in the Model T and I'd do a circle around the track, you know. And I don't remember doing a lot of circles, so I don't think we were very good that year. But one of the things I carried around with me was my I had a 410 at the time, and I had a it broke open, so I had a broke open 410 over my shoulder everywhere I went. And I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, man, school sure has changed a lot. You know,
yeah.
I
Yeah, you
remember
can't be
being
toting
I
guns.
remember being in high school, and deer season would come along, and guys would have their rifles and stuff in the back windows of their trucks. I mean, it was no big deal, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. We went to church with our guns in the back of the window.
Yeah, man. It was
Yeah.
that's what you did when you were a redneck.
Yep. Yep. For sure.
And we lived in a different time. People didn't break into your car and steal your gun if you had it hanging in the back window.
True. Because they might be another gun. You know what I
Yes, I
mean?
do. Yes, I
So
do.
pretty sure there is, but
We've said the word gun so many times on YouTube, we probably gotten flagged by now, I imagine.
uh, probably so. We used the word bomber a while ago too. Bombers and guns. We're really killing it today. All right. Let's see. Now we both take a Mizzou in that one, no brainer.
Yeah.
All right, number 1 Texas versus number 18 Oklahoma. This will be at the Texas State Fair in Dallas, Texas.
I
Man,
had I had not heard that. They're doing this at the Texas State Fair
that's where they do it every year.
in Dallas. That's where the
Yeah,
red
yeah,
okay.
yeah. They don't do home and home. They don't do home and away. They do the Oklahoma State Fair every year,
That's crazy.
or not Oklahoma,
Texas.
Texas, Texas State Fair.
So you can go get you a corn dog and a
You,
turkey leg and watch the football game.
you can get you a fried Twinkie. You can get you a fried pretty much anything down there at the Texas State Fair, from what I hear.
Get you a fried sooner.
It's possible this year. Very possible.
So I'll let you pick this one first before I totally
Dang it!
dash your hopes.
Dang it! Oh man, this sucks. I'm gonna tell you, this really sucks because Texas is pretty dead gum good, and
Texas is
Oklahoma is not that good. I don't have a lot of faith in them. I
they're
think
not they're not bad.
they're not bad, but they struggle on offense. Their offensive lines struggles. I
Texas
just
does
worry about their
Texas
offense more than their defense. Their defense is pretty good.
Texas does not struggle on offense.
They do not. They do not. So that means, are we going to be able to outscore them? Probably not. Probably not. So I'm going to have to pick Texas in this one.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you did it.
I
Can't
know.
believe you took
I
Texas.
have to. I mean, I have to. So
Did
I,
my
if I'm being objective,
did me not taking the Arkansas Razorbacks over the Tennessee Volunteers teach you anything, man? You got to be loyal to your team.
I'm not a homer like you. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be. What do they call it? Europe
Neutral?
neutral. Yeah, I'm trying to be neutral.
It's not Europe. It would be the Netherlands.
whatever it is. I can't remember. What is
All
Switzerland?
right. All right. Well,
Oh shit!
uh, I'm gonna take OU in this ball game, man.
No, you're not. Are
I'm
you
taking
really?
yeah, I'm taking University of Oklahoma to upset Texas. If there's a game every year that OU gets up for, it's this game right here. Uh, and I really do not want to see an undefeated team in the SEC. So I'm going to root my butt off for OU. There's no way in hell, okay, I'm going to root for Texas. I don't even care. It hurts me every time I have to take Texas, okay? So I
I know.
can't root for them. So I'm going
I'm
to root
not
for
rooting for him.
OU, man.
I'm
I'm going
not
to root
rooting
for
for him.
OU. And I think OU is going to do it. And when they beat Texas and we come on the show, I'm going to run you into the ground for not taking OU.
Whatever. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to be honest and take my fandom out of it. So
What's the fun in that?
I just think Texas is a better football team.
Just out of curiosity, what's the line on that game?
Texas by 100. Let's see here. SEC. Let's see. It looks like Texas minus 14 and a half.
Ooh. You know, that was the exact same odds that they gave Tennessee against Arkansas.
I do.
OU right here, baby. Going to step up. Going to knock them Longhorns off and wipe its butt and run it across my table, man. We'll just eat us some Longhorn tomorrow.
Okay. All right, if you say so.
When
I hope so.
When do they play? Is that a
I
primetime
hope,
game or?
I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right. Let's see. They play at 3:30 Eastern. So
Okay.
2:30. 2:30.
I should be home in time for that one. And I don't have a team to watch this week since the Hogs are off, so I'll get to watch everybody else for a change.
Yeah, you got the South Carolina Alabama game at noon or 11 a.m. Excuse me.
See what happens, Alabama, when you lose to Vandy? They move you to 11 o'clock.
All right, let's see here. What we got next? Next, we got Mississippi State at number 5, Georgia.
Yeah, give me Georgia.
Yeah, poor Mississippi State, right?
Whipping boy of the SEC, Mississippi State.
They are struggling this year for sure, and Georgia's looking pretty good. I think they're gonna get this one pretty easy.
I think that Georgia Alabama game, man. I think if you play that game 10 times, I think you might come out 5-5. I really do.
Ooh, it's possible. I thought you were going to say 10 out of 10. I'm like, all right, Hugh Freeze. All right.
No. I think it was a pretty even ball game. I think if Georgia actually showed up in the first half, they probably could have won that ball game. But they decided not to show up until the second half, and it was too little, too late.
I agree. I know, man. All right, let's see here. Next up, we got Florida at number 8, Tennessee. Ooh. Florida's on 2-game win streak, I saw. Tennessee coming off that brutal loss to Arkansas. Are they for real, or did they get exposed?
Brutal. Okay.
When you're the number 4 team in the country and you lose to an unranked team, yeah, that's brutal, bro.
It's not as bad as being the number 1 team in the nation and getting beat by an unranked team.
That's brutally brutal. That's what you call that. All right.
Oh man.
Get this right.
I'm going to take Tennessee in this ball game. They go back home. I imagine they're going to be a lot like Alabama. They're going to be ticked off at the performance they put on the field in Fayetteville, and I just don't see Florida being that good of a team, man. I know they're on a two-game win streak, but they're also we'll go for it. What?
Was it a bad performance, or was it just they're not very good?
Well, I don't know, tell you the truth. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't turn the ball over. They didn't
Mm,
really have a lot of costly penalties. They just couldn't move the ball. Uh, I don't know, man. Are they that bad, or has did the defense of Arkansas just finally show up in a ball game? You know,
yeah.
and we finally played a clean ball game too. We didn't have any turnovers. We didn't have a lot of penalties. Uh, and we didn't give them a bunch of chunk plays. Like I
Yeah.
think they had one or two chunk plays, but mostly we kept the chunk plays to a minimum. Uh, so I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to win on the road in the SEC. I don't care if you're number one or you're bottom in the league.
Nope.
Going on the road in the SEC is tough to do, man.
True. 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 I think Florida. I don't know, man. Everybody wants the coach fired still. It seems like a dumpster fire down there a little bit.
They could go get that coach from the New York Jets. He needs a job.
They could get Gruden. I hear he's looking. Uh, I think I'll take Tennessee as well. I think they bounce back. I don't. I think it was more of a good play by Arkansas than a bad play by Tennessee. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt this week.
I
If you lose
also
to if you lose to Florida,
I also
hmm,
I also watched a podcast where they were talking about Tennessee, and they kind of felt like I felt after the Texas A&M ball game. They don't feel like they ran that Staley kid enough. Like they let Nico drop back and pass too many times, and
yeah,
they should have ran Staley a little bit more because he did have that big run. For the touch, was it a touchdown?
it's close. I think they
It
caught him,
was
didn't they?
close. I think we caught him at like the 5 or something like that.
Yeah,
But he had that big run. He went from like no yards at all to like he had 100 something at the end of the ball game. It's like apparently Tennessee fans felt like we should have ran the ball a little bit more.
hmm. Okay,
So maybe they'll correct that against
yeah, Florida.
Florida.
All right, we both take Tennessee. Um, all right, then we got two more here. Let's see the next one. Number 9, Ole Miss at number 13, LSU.
Woo.
I want to say this is a night game at LSU too. Let me check.
Uh, man, this is tough. This is tough. Uh,
Yeah,
I
night
wanna
game at LSU, bro.
I
Hmm.
wanna take Ole Miss in this, but man, LSU,
Mm-hmm.
man,
Yeah, I know that's tough.
that is tough.
It's hard to win there at night.
Mm, mm.
I think I'm going to take LSU in the upset.
What I need out of this ball game is I need Ole Miss to just beat the crap out of LSU because we face them coming off the bye, and I want them beat up. I want
Oh, I was looking
maybe
at the other way.
maybe down their second string
I wanted them
quarterback.
to. I wanted them to win and be feeling high
Oh,
and
I didn't.
all.
I didn't. I'd still. It'd be nice if they won, but I want them beat up. I want them. I
Yeah.
want them. A couple guys on. I don't want anything career ending, but a couple of hours. Maybe.
Damn.
You know,
Dang.
because we're going to
Okay.
be coming off a bye, so we're going to get some of our boys healthy and back. So
Yeah.
it'd be nice if they were beat up when we finally saw them at home. Uh,
Gotcha.
I Man, I'm just not sold. I'm sold on Jackson Dart. I am. I
Hmm.
think the kid is awesome. I'm not sold on Lane Kiffin. Okay. Never really been a Lane Train kind of guy. And
Okay.
as much as I dislike the LSU Tigers, I think I'm going to have to take them in Death Valley.
All right. LSU. Odell's gonna be happy.
Maybe not. Every time I pick one of his teams, they end up dropping it like an egg, man. By
That's
the
true.
way, what the heck happened to the Saints, Dale? What in the heck, man?
I don't know. They did a post game show. You should watch it.
And now Carr is hurt. You better hope you get him back because you're going to be hurting if you don't get Carr back.
True. All right, we got one more game in the SEC, man. Vanderbilt at Kentucky.
Well,
Good game.
Vandy's going to be riding high off that win.
Yes, they are.
Kentucky has got maybe the best defense in the SEC. Their offense ain't much, but their defense is really, really freaking good.
Seems like
I
it.
don't know if Vandy's going to be able to run the ball on them like they did against Alabama. So, as much as I'm going to root for the Commodores, but I'm going to take the Wildcats in this one.
Yeah, I'm taking Kentucky as well. Similar to what you said, like I feel like they're going to be coming. Vanderbilt's going to be coming off that big win, emotional. And then Kentucky at home, I think their defense, like you said, I think they're better than Alabama's defense. They held Georgia in check. They beat Ole Miss, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm telling you, if they had any kind of offense, they would be sitting up at the top of the league right now. It's the offensive side of the ball they struggle.
yeah, I'm taking Kentucky on that one as well. Hopefully they get their offensive right. But I probably will root for Vanderbilt, just like you said.
Yeah, how can you not? I'm rooting for Vandy for the rest of the season, man. How can you not root for them? They just.
I agree. Kind of feel good story, right?
It is, man. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. All right.
It's like if the Jets ever did anything, you know.
All right, man. Anything else before we get out of here? Tomorrow's NFL day. We'll do our NFL picks. I did see.
I would like to put out a little bit of a disclaimer tomorrow's NFL picks. If you have been following my NFL picks, just do the opposite of whatever I say tomorrow. Okay. Because I can't even I can't even sniff the freaking money every year.
I did this week, but yeah, I even picked the winner. My points were way off. I was off by like 20 points or something.
Yeah, well, I was expecting the Saints to put up more of a fight than what they put up, man.
I was too. I thought it'd be a little more high scoring than it was, but yeah. So I didn't win, but I was in the finals anyway.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten close to the finals yet. So.
Well, I didn't have that great. I don't think I went 10-4, so it's not like I had some crazy really good week or something where I went 12-2.
10-4 is good, man. 10-4 in a casino wins you money, man.
Well, yeah, I know it's not bad. I'm just saying it's not like I was 14-1 or something or whatever.
There are guys that go 11-3 that go on that have radio shows that tell you how to bet every day.
I'm
it's
sure
like you went 11-3 last week. Why am I listening to you? You know?
Yeah. Well, I went 10-4, and I'm telling you right now, nobody listened to me. Do not take my advice on betting. Okay, don't do it. Although I did have a pretty good week in betting. Of course, I actually picked that Vanderbilt game. I sent you a screenshot of that, right?
Yeah.
I actually picked that game. I was like after the game, I was so shocked by I had forgot about the bet. I'm gonna send the game. I'm thinking, wow, they're gonna win this game. This is crazy. Then after the game, like maybe even an hour after the game, I'm like, ding dong. I'm like, I think I bet on that game. I had to go look and stuff because I had forgot that I bet, but I did. I made a pretty good little chunk on that one. So,
good.
Yeah. Anyway, well, before we get out, like we always do, we want to make sure that we bring up your mental health. If you need help or know someone that needs help, you can point them to the national hotline, 988. Be sure to get some help. Do not do life alone. Find someone to talk to.
Yeah, right, if you're feeling down, if you're, feeling kind of blue, just pop in that Arkansas video of them beating the balls or Pop in that one of Andy beating Alabama. It'll put unless you're a Alabama or a Tennessee fan, then you probably just need to call the number 988.
You should probably do that.
But yeah, man, don't do life alone. Suicide is a serious thing out there. Too many people do it, and all they got to do is reach out for some help. Somebody will talk to them. If you know somebody who's struggling, check in on them. Just say, "Hey, how you doing?" It could make a world of difference. You never know.
Yep. All right, man. Well, I will talk to you tomorrow.
I'll be here, man. This
All right.
this grin will still be here.
All right, dude. Peace out.
Peace, brother.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.